What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Stunods podcast. We hope you're enjoying the warm weather as much as we are. And as you know, the sun is out and about. Summer is getting closer and closer. And I'm joined by my co-host, Dominic Lampasona. Dom? 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 What the fuck are you doing out here?
Sun's out, guns out, Joe. Sun's out, guns out.
Huh.
Well, hello.
Joey,
What's up, man?
we're back.
We're back.
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
So, it's May.
It's May.
Beginning of May, huh?
Yep.
So, how do you feel about the summer coming up?
Well, given the circumstances, I just hope we have a summer.
Very
but
true.
nonetheless, I need the warm weather. 100% need the
Same.
warm weather.
Like I said last episode, it was, years go by, the more and more I hate the winter.
100%.
It's a weird situation where we didn't have a snowstorm this winter.
Yep.
I don't know if I should be scared of global warming or take it that I didn't have to get the snowmobile or snow plow out. And
Yeah, I have to
it
shovel.
up.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, man, I'm kind of getting sick of the winter. It's too depressing.
Well, here's the thing, man. So, like, with the winter, it only gets depressing once the holidays are over. Like, as soon as New Year's is over and January 1st hits, it's like, well, now what? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then in my head, I'm thinking like, all right, well, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're getting ready for the spring sports coming up. We got baseball and everything like that. And it just got that much worse that all of it got pushed back, canceled. No March Madness, none of that stuff. I know we talked about it in our last episode. But I think that's why like winter is just getting more and more depressing as we get older, because when we were kids, like, yeah, you can have a snowstorm in January. You're going to get off from school. You're going to play outside all day with your friends, snowball fights, all that good stuff. Now it's like, oh, snowstorm. Your dad's waking you up at 7 o'clock in the morning telling you to shovel the snow.
Right, it's work.
Yeah,
At
dude.
this point, yeah.
It sucks, man. You're out there for 3 hours shoveling. You come inside and you pass out because you're tired, and the whole day's gone. But yeah, I mean, I've always loved the summer. My birthday is in the summer.
True.
So I've always associated my birthday with no school, summer, having fun, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah.
So going off that, you have any favorite summer memories or moments that you had growing up, child, kid?
Honestly, dude, like just growing up as a kid in the summer and not having, obviously no school, always playing summer ball, you know what I mean? Just,
Right.
Whether it's practice games, whatever the case may be, I was playing baseball with my friends. And then as I got older for the summer, especially in college, it's just all that time off. My freshman year, I was lucky enough to play summer ball in Syracuse, so I spent pretty much my whole summer there, and I had a time of my life, man. It was so much fun. It was just 40 guys that we didn't know anybody, and we got so close in the matter of 3 months. We still talk to each other to this day in a group chat, and that was now it's 5 years ago, I think.
Well,
or
you're
4 or 5.
spending 4 months together, probably, I'm assuming, living with them the entire time with a host. Did you live with a host family?
I didn't live with a host family. I got the situation I had was pretty cool. We lived on
a community
college campus,
that's right.
and our dorm room was actually pretty big. So it was me, my one buddy from school that I played college ball with, and then three other kids from different schools. One was from Indiana, actually, so it was like kids from around the country. So it was pretty cool. It's funny you bring that up, because in college, freshman year, when I played with summer ball, it was like, yeah, you're full throttle from January, but then you add summer ball on top of that. From January to August, you're full throttle, and then you get like 2 weeks break, and then you're back on campus, getting ready for fall ball.
Right.
So it definitely does take a toll on your body.
Yeah.
And after that first year of summer ball, I got hurt, and I was out the next year. That's when I got Tommy John.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to ask you that. What do you think, I guess because you have personal experience with it,
Right.
with mainly pitchers in college, do you think that they should be playing like starting pitchers in the rotation that played the full season, the full spring season?
Right.
Do you think they should be completely cut off in the summer for pitching? Should they just
I don't
rehab
know.
their bodies, go back that way?
See, I don't know so much about being cut off. So let's say a starter, for example, throws 70 innings in a season. I think if he goes away to play summer ball, he needs to be limited in how many innings he's going to throw that summer, because I'll never forget, somebody told me this was even before I got surgery. Your arm only has a limited amount of throws, right? It's pretty much a ticking time bomb.
Right.
There's only so many throws before your arm is just going to wear down, because pitching is such a violent they say it's the most violent motion in sports, believe it or not. And it just takes a toll on your arm. You just cannot.
Well, it's not kinetically fluid if you think about it.
No, it really isn't. It really is not, and it's just it takes a toll, man. It does take a toll when you're going 110% for not like you throw 90 pitches a game,
right.
110%, 90 pitches, like
a hitter swinging maybe 4 or 5 times.
Right.
You hit the ball, you're swinging and missing or some shit like you.
Right. It brings up the argument where it's like, are pitchers really athletes? 100% pitchers are athletes. They may not look like athletes, some of them, but they're athletes, dude.
Hey, I'm not about that, but we know some people that have that claim.
It's just, we're athletes, dude. We're some of the most athletic players on the field. You know what I mean? Look, and maybe not even if you just look at me, right? Like, look at someone like Garrett Cole or Noah Syndergaard, right? You're not fucking with Noah Syndergaard if you go into a bar and you see him stand. You're not gonna fuck with a guy like that, dude.
Well, then even think about like CeCe. I mean, he's
obviously
a big dude, but he's that's a lot of mass on a dude. What is he, like 6'5"?
Yeah, no,
6'6". He's a big boy, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna fuck with him either.
Not gonna fuck with him either, man.
But yeah, let's get back to the summer.
Back to the summer.
I would say my favorite summer moment. I remember this kind of very vividly.
Sure.
My dad and I were sitting on our little rocking chair thing out in the backyard.
Yeah.
We had watermelon, like a big sliced up watermelon, big bowl of it. I remember I would always make I still make a mess everything I eat. Wings, ribs, whatever the hell, it's always over my face. But we were sitting there, we were eating, and he's like, "You want to go see a movie?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I remember, like, I got so excited. It was just that moment, man, like, sticks with you. And, like, that just brings back from our previous episode, like, just movies was such a big thing in my life growing up, and especially summer movies where, like, it was just something about where it was big blockbusters were coming out, and the hype for a year or a couple of months, whatever it was, the anticipation was just always worth the wait for these big summer movies.
Definitely. Going back on like summer moments, I think for me, some of my favorite moments was when I was younger. Me and my family, we take a vacation every year. We go down to Wildwood, New Jersey. Great place. Been there since I'm little. Like probably every year since I'm like 2 years old. And one of my favorite memories probably is when I must have been like 5 years old when we started this. No, probably a little older, probably like 6, 7 years old. This was in the height of when the prequel trilogy for Star Wars was out, episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So me and my brother would have glow stick fights. So my parents would be outside, like on the hotel balcony, and we would just shut off all the lights, pop a shit ton of glow sticks, and literally just like fight with them. Like we'd whip them at each other and shit like that. And it was cool because like in my head I'm thinking like, oh, we're having a lightsaber fight. Yeah. You know what I mean? So those memories right there, little things like that, are what I take away from summers the most, probably even more so than some of the baseball memories I have.
I mean, there's so many memories in summers, man. Growing up, just playing outside.
Yeah.
In the pool.
Yep.
I remember another favorite. You weren't in the friend group yet.
Oh my. Okay.
But it was me, Matt, and Rob. We were in my pool, and we used to have an apple tree in the back behind the diving board.
I know the story.
You heard the story before. So we would take all the apples. They would always drop, and they were little ones. They weren't like fully like ripe yet.
Like green?
Yeah, they were like green. So then we had this like really big like wiffle ball bat, and you would stand by like the stairs.
Yeah.
In like the lower half of the pool.
Yeah.
And you would just pitch them, and then we would just hit them, and then we would hide behind like rafts. We'd hold up rafts because if you got hit, it was fucking pelted with like a golf ball, dude. That was awesome. I remember that. And then my dad caught us hitting them apples, and that wasn't good.
I was about to say, how'd that go?
Not too great, but it was well worth the time.
Nice,
I'll guarantee that.
Nice, man. But I just want to say one more thing about the summer, and I think, and I see this more and more as I grow up, the summer, like take away the beaches, the bars, all that good stuff. The summer is only as good as the people you spend it with.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, keep that in mind too going forward. Because let's say this summer beaches and bars don't open up, right? I know we all hope that doesn't happen, but let's say it doesn't open up. Just remember, the summer is only as good as the people you spend it with.
Right.
So if you're,
You can make it worth it.
If you're hanging around good people and you're having a good time, keeping good vibes, there's no reason this summer should not be one you remember.
So sometimes those are the best times, man. You're just chilling in the
dude.
backyard, chilling at my tiki hut.
Fire, got a fire going.
Beer, you got the pool, hot tub.
Yep.
Those are the memories, man.
Just bullshitting, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's great to go to the bars and just get absolutely blasted, but yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Those are good times too, but you could still have good times.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think we need to keep that in mind as we get closer and closer to the summer.
And I'm sure it's going to show what type of I guess community that you're involved in. What type of atmosphere you put yourself in.
Definitely.
Well, do you prefer winter or summer?
I prefer the summer. I do prefer. My favorite season though, and I'm learning it more and more as I'm getting older, is probably the fall.
True.
Like overall.
Right.
But if you pin summer against winter, I'm going to take the summer. And I know, winter, you get the holidays and things like that. But
I mean, they're complete opposite seasons, but I mean,
right, exactly. But
you kind of have to sacrifice which one: the scorching hot days you can get in August,
right,
or the freezing cold blizzards you can get.
Well, see that's where I bring up the argument where it's like when you're hot, you're uncomfortable.
Right.
When you're bitterly cold, it's fucking painful. You know what I mean? When you're outside,
you can always layer up though.
You can always layer up.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. I'd rather be uncomfortable than painful because sometimes there's as many layers as you throw on, a little bit of cold air gets in your jacket.
True.
That's it. You're done.
True. It hurts. Hey, I know
It
what you mean.
hurts,
Yeah,
dude. It's painful.
Especially if you're outside too and you get hit.
Yeah, man.
Even when we were playing outside, you get a stinger on your hands.
That was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right. Well,
over winter.
Would you rather, say in the next 10 years, would you rather live in the warmth or a seasonal like Jersey? Like a seasonal type of
seasonal.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you go through seasons and change. People make the argument I want to go to Florida or I want to go to California where it's always warm. But I'm thinking to myself the way I grew up, cold weather I always associate with holidays. Warmer weather I always associate with my birthday in the summer and things like that. The fall I associate that with other things, like Halloween and pumpkin spice and all that crazy stuff.
I mean, we
pumpkin
never had
pie.
it where you throw up a tree in your house and you can go outside and shirtless.
That's what I'm
We haven't experienced
That's
that
what I'm
in Jersey,
saying. So I've grown up with seasons and just associating different things with those seasons.
Right.
I feel like I'd be so out of my element if I went down to Florida or if I went out to California, and it's Christmas, but it's 80 degrees outside.
Right.
That's weird to me. Well, if you do the snowbird method and you move down to Florida, not only are you dealing with scorching hot weather in the summer, but you're also dealing with sharks in the water.
That's very true. Why do you think sharks are so fascinating?
Dude, honestly, there's so much study on them. There's a whole week dedicated to them on Discovery Channel,
Sure.
Shark Week.
Yeah.
And I think what makes them so fascinating is they're just big, seemingly aggressive beasts of the ocean.
They're monsters, man. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's... Go ahead. Keep going.
Exactly. So, they always say, a shark's not out to hurt you. You know what I mean? But it's
I mean, it's nature for them to hunt down.
Right. They say you're more likely to, I think, what's the word? Get into a car accident than you are to be bit by a shark or something like that.
The risk is, you either don't drive or you don't go in the fucking water. I mean, it's pretty simple if you have the two of those fears.
That's true, man. But I don't know. What makes them so fascinating is they're so deadly of creatures, and I think knowing more about them is just fascinating to human beings.
Well, the thing that really sparked my interest in sharks was the first time I saw Jaws.
Right.
And you look back at it now, obviously it's a huge classic, but that was really the perfect example of an antagonist / beast monster for a film like that.
12 kids go into the water. 4 kids come out of the water.
Because, all right, think about it. I mean, the fact that supposedly there's the rumor that the robot shark broke down and everything, but that added so much more such a bigger element into the suspense factor.
Yeah.
Where you never see the monster.
Right.
Right. So it's this underlining mysterious creature that can come and just get you whenever it feels like if you're in its territory.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? And it's it was just the perfect example of a movie, and I think formulas took on from that, and you can probably look at a lot of horror movies or even villains.
Right.
You can look at the Joker in The Dark Knight or Thanos, you know what I mean? You can take a lot of, it's a big comparison, but like you can take elements from it.
Right.
You know, and the unknown of the shark, it's a beast. The Joker, he's the unknown character.
Right.
You don't know his background, where he's from.
Exactly.
That's why he's so unpredictable. You know?
let's take sharks out of the equation, right? And let's just look at the ocean in general, right? You want to talk about fascinating? I think more people are fascinated just of the ocean as a whole, right? The Earth is made up of 71% water, I believe. I think it's 71%, right? And there is so much of the ocean that is unexplored.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck is underneath.
Ocean, deep sea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
We have no
It's where
idea.
the aliens live. We won't get that.
Nah.
We say that every episode.
Yeah, we love aliens. I don't know what it is, but yeah, dude. Like the ocean is just a very fascinating thing, and just the idea of not knowing everything that's on our planet is fascinating.
Right. What's scarier, the deeper part of the sea
or
outer
space?
You know what I mean? It's like, well, what would you if you had a fear of it? What would you fear more? Something that's actually on the planet, or extraterrestrial living beings beyond this galaxy?
There could be Godzillas underneath our ocean floor.
never
You know
know,
what I
man.
mean? Like we have no clue.
Yeah.
Right? They could just be laying dormant, and then tomorrow they're gonna pop out of the water, and then our whole reality is just gonna change. I think that's why people find the ocean, outer space, all that kind of stuff so fascinating. Even sharks, because they dwell in the ocean.
Right.
But like, think about when you were a kid, right? And you were in, maybe not because you have a pool, but maybe not your pool and someone else's pool, and you're in the shallow end. But at night, if you're in the deep end,
Oh, it's freaky as hell.
it's freaky, isn't
Yeah.
it? Right? But it's your pool. There's no sharks in there. Nothing's gonna grab you.
never
Nothing's gonna grab you.
Well, we used to, when I was younger, before we got like a light in it now, you know.
Uh-huh.
So before we didn't have a light, it would just be the spotlight from above. So like going deep down in the pool, especially when I was younger,
Right.
it felt huge, and that was freaky.
It's freaky.
Sometimes cool, though.
Right, but
you want to explore a little. You felt like you're actually in the deep.
Right, but I'm just it's coming back to that point you made where it's like, you know, it feels like you're in a territory you don't belong.
Right. It's an instinct. It's part of evolution. Man.
Right. Deep sea, outer space, this or that. Dom, we have a few questions
Yeah.
based around this or that.
This or that.
This or that. Dom, I mean,
Yeah.
So
Yes, Joe.
I gotta ask you, because I don't drink soda.
Uh-huh.
Coke or Pepsi?
Depends.
All right, explain.
I get very detailed with a lot of these answers.
Sure.
If you got 2 glass bottles of Coca-Cola, nice crisp, and a glass bottle of Pepsi,
Right.
you're easily going Coke.
Sure.
And if you got a can of Coke and a can of Pepsi, you're going can of Coke.
All
But
right.
if you got a plastic bottle of Coke and a plastic bottle of Pepsi, you're going Pepsi.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay. All right, man.
That's my opinion. Sorry.
Sure. All right, so Dom, let's say just for sake of argument that Coke is your predominant choice when you're out somewhere to
Right.
eat. Coke or Sprite?
Probably going Coke. Just
Coke
'cause it's
again.
classic.
Sure.
Sophisticated.
Do you have anything against Sprite?
No. It's that, like when I think of Sprite, I think of more. It's like because it's more citrus-y, so it's like more summery.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. This one's very, very important.
Okay.
This question could change the course of our human history.
Sure.
Cool Ranch or nacho cheese Doritos? This question
You go first.
is an endless, ongoing debate, and no one can seem to decide which one is better.
right,
But I'm going to tell you which one is better.
You go.
It's nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. There is no way I'm going to eat Cool Ranch Doritos for the rest of my life. I'm going to eat nacho cheese. Cool Ranch is a nice break every now and then. I will give you that. But predominantly, I'm going nacho cheese.
Well, since we're on the topic of summer,
Sure.
vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream?
Chocolate ice cream.
Really?
Love chocolate ice cream. Love chocolate anything, really. Yeah, chocolate ice cream for me. I'm assuming you're a vanilla ice cream kind of guy.
Vanilla guy. Because it can go like think about if you get like a Sunday like brownie thing from like Applebee's, right? Don't they have one of those?
Yeah,
you can get like
probably.
you don't get a brownie with chocolate ice cream.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, but what type of sicko does that?
All right, fuckface. Relax.
All right, so me as a big peanut butter and jelly fan,
Sure.
would you go creamy or chunky peanut butter?
Unpopular opinion, I'm going chunky.
Really?
Yeah.
On the sandwich?
On the sandwich. Adds more to it. Adds more to the and I know peanut butter and jelly is a very simple sandwich, but you could probably blame my dad on this because he loves crunchy peanut butter.
I haven't had it in a while, but like if I was just doing like a scoop of peanut butter, I'd probably choose crunchy just because it has a little something to it.
Sure.
I don't know. I just feel like
On a sandwich.
if you had the crunchy like on the sandwich, I don't know.
Personal preference, man. I
guess so.
I like crunchy peanut butter.
That's what you grew up on.
Crunchy peanut butter.
All right, so strawberry or grape jelly?
Grape jelly.
Yeah.
No question. If it's a PB&J, grape. Honestly, I wouldn't. What would I
You're
put?
psychotic if you're having strawberry jelly on your peanut butter jelly.
That's very
Sorry.
true. I don't. What is strawberry jelly even used for? I wouldn't even put that on a bagel. You know, 'cause some people do like jelly and cream
Yeah.
cheese on a bagel. I wouldn't even put
It'll
strawberry.
be so. I've seen people do peanut butter and jelly with strawberry jelly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But like, you're a psycho if you do that.
Yeah, sure.
The big question for all my New Jersey people out there:
This is gonna get heated.
pork roll or Taylor ham?
Now we both have the same answer.
We both have the
Pork
same.
roll.
It's pork roll.
Now, obviously, it depends on where you at in Jersey.
Right.
I went to school Montclair State,
Right. North.
North Jersey.
Yep.
And I remember my first like 2 years going to the diner or deli or something. I would say pork roll, egg, and cheese. Not to be like a dick or anything.
That's just how you.
But some people would be like, "Oh no, I'm gonna stick up for my
Oh my
for
God.
my pork roll sandwich."
Fucking
I was
relax.
just ordering a fucking sandwich, and then like this. I remember I was at the diner, and then the waitress was like, "Excuse me, what was that?" I was like, "Pork roll, egg, and cheese." She's like, "What?" And then I kind of registered. I was like, "Taylor ham, egg, and cheese." She's like, "Okay, that's better." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Like, lady, just
why
give
are you
me-
giving me an attitude?
Like, just give me
that?
my fucking food, or
Right.
you're not getting
so
a tip.
So after that, I mean, I'm just gonna say Taylor and Megan. So when I was
Right.
I cheated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to.
No, it's all right. You didn't want to deal with the fucking bullshit.
Sorry.
See, here's the difference, right? People who live by calling it Taylor ham will get so defensive if you call it pork roll.
Taylor ham was the name of the company. Like if you go and buy a chicken breast, you're either gonna get Purdue brand or Tyson brand or whatever the fuck other brand of chicken
That's what I'm
there is.
saying, dude. Like, you're not gonna get Tyson.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going to ShopRite to get Tyson or Tyson breasts or something. You're not-
Mom, what's for dinner? Tyson.
Yeah. Yeah, like what the fuck?
What?
There's so many arguments. You can do like people will say either Kleenex or tissue.
Right.
Like I never call it. I mean, a Kleenex is a type of product you can get.
Right.
But I'm gonna use a tissue to blow my damn nose.
Exactly. You're not gonna call it a Kleenex, right? So it's just okay. So I have it right here, and it says this is from JerseyPorkRoll.com. It says Taylor ham is a common name for pork roll, a food developed by John Taylor of Trenton, New Jersey, late in the 19th century. Taylor is the brand name for pork roll made by Taylor Provisions Inc. of Trenton. The new name was pork roll, and it was marketed as both Taylor's pork roll and Trenton pork roll. So honestly, what I'm getting from that is you can call it both. But personal preference, I'm calling it pork roll because that is the product, not the brand.
Yes. Please leave your comment because I need to know.
Yeah, cheeseburger or hot dog.
I'm going cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm going cheeseburger too.
I mean, if you're gonna say there's one cheeseburger, one hot dog in front of you, 100% going cheeseburger.
100%. Yeah,
Hot dog's
and
not gonna fill you up.
I like hot dogs, don't get me wrong, but I probably need to eat like 8 of them.
If you're eating a hot dog though, not even like getting a challenge or anything.
Sure.
If we were to just eat hot dog for a nice barbecue or something, what are you putting on it?
What am I putting on it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Just at a barbecue.
Yeah. Just to enjoy the taste, not like not trying to live up to your expectations.
Oh my God.
Which I know you can.
Honestly, Dom, if I'm at a barbecue and there's a hot dog, I'm putting nothing on it.
Really?
Nothing. I don't know why. I'm weird like that, but I'm putting nothing on it. No ketchup, no mustard, no relish, no nothing.
I don't know if that's weird or if that's like innovative.
Innovative.
I mean, think about it. Like, you're saving money. You're saving the people that like to put a lot of condiments on their stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Put
extra on yours.
That's one little squeeze that is in there still.
Put extra on yours, man. I'll take mine plain.
That's a selfless attitude right there.
That's the way I like to live.
See this guy? He's a role model for you barbecuians. Boneless wings or traditional boned wings?
Okay, I like both a lot, and I can eat a fuck ton of both types. But I'm probably gonna have to go with boneless.
Boneless?
Boneless.
Yeah, me too.
You're going boneless? All right, Dom. Last and final this or that question. It's not earth-shattering, but it is important. Mac and cheese. Do you eat it with a fork or a spoon?
It depends.
What does it depend on?
It depends what type of macaroni you got, what type of pasta you got.
Well,
Because if you have like the little spirals or something, you know, like the not rigatoni, but
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what they're called. Or if you have like the little shells, I'd probably go spoon with the shells.
Right. But let's
But if it's just traditional mac and cheese,
let's go elbows because that's
Elbows.
traditional homemade mac.
probably going fork.
Fork?
I'm going fork.
What?
You go spoon?
Well, all right. If it's just mac and cheese, I'm going to put it in a bowl and I'm going to use a spoon.
Really?
If it's like the elbows or shells or something like that, I'm going spoon.
Really?
Is that weird?
No, I mean, when I was younger, my aunt would make it and we would use a spoon.
Right.
And then I kind of realized, why am I eating pasta with a spoon?
Right.
Now I'm realizing why you do that now,
Okay.
22 years old.
I mean, why the fuck not? But like most of the time when I'm having mac and cheese, it's in like a buffet of food. So I'm throwing it on my plate as
Right.
a side, and I'm using a fork to eat everything. You know, I'm not gonna use a spoon to fucking cut my chicken.
But if you were to just, if your mom made a big tray of mac and cheese,
Spoon.
and just eating, really?
yeah, spoon.
Because it's more saucier? Is that why? It depends on the cheesiness?
Well, I think if you use a spoon, right, when you scoop it, the cheese isn't gonna fall through like it would in a fork. So you're getting a fucking,
Good point.
you know what I'm saying?
Good point. Please leave your comments.
Yes,
I'm
let
very
us-
interested with that one.
Let us know, because that is interesting. It can go either way, but if you have a preference, we would
Right.
like to know. All right, Dom.
All right,
well,
Joey, close it up for us.
Successful episode 9. We want to thank everybody for tuning in,
Coming at you.
but we want to try something a little different.
Sure.
We want you guys to reach out to us and let us know what topics you want to hear. We've never done it before.
Right.
We'd be interested to see what you guys want to hear. And yeah, it'd be a new challenge for us as well to go off what you guys want to listen to.
We can get a little freaky,
A little freaky.
get a little courageous.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're expecting. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys can leave some of your comments and give us some topics to talk about, because we don't
Definitely.
know what the hell we're doing here.
Yeah, we got a lot of time on our hands, you know, and relevant topics are starting to run out, you know. It's,
Right.
And we don't want every episode to just be coronavirus this, coronavirus that.
quarantine. What are you doing in quarantine? I mean, I'm dancing in quarantine. I don't know about you.
Yeah, you know, I sat down in the chair and danced in my black garbage bag, but. All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for listening in. We are the Stunods, and as always, tuning off,
Signing off.
stopping off.
I got nothing.
Yeah, that's about it.